As America continues to recover from the economic recession, how will international trade support that recovery, and which countries are the most vital to that success? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Traynham, and I'm joined by Congressman Diaz-Balart, Republican from Florida. Congressman, welcome to the program.
Good to be here, Robert.
So I want to set the stage here from an economic standpoint. 7.2, 7.3 unemployment rate here in this country. Millions of people are still living paycheck to paycheck. They really can't think about international trade. From their perspective, it really doesn't matter in their everyday lives. Why does it matter, Congressman?
There are very few things that we can do that have such an impact, a positive impact. I'll tell you one of the bright spots, and you're right, the economy is kind of like bouncing around on the bottom. One of the bright spots is international trade. Not only is it a bright spot because our exports are doing well, but jobs associated with international trade tend to be higher paying and have better benefits. And the best example of that, by the way, is in Miami. Look at Southeast Florida, where we depend on international trade, where, again, that's been the bright spot even during the worst part of the recession. It continues to be the brightest part of our economy.
What countries do you believe are vital to the success of international trade? We hear China. We hear India with 1.6, 1.7 billion people. We hear Latin America as an emerging market. Are there any other countries out there that should be on our radar screen?
Those are all important.
Okay.
But I will tell you, if you want to change, I mean, you want to blow away, what's happening today. You want to just blow the doors off of a positive economic recovery in the right sense. Is this negotiation that's taking place right now between the United States and the European Union for a free trade zone. It's the largest trading partner. It's the largest economies, the two largest economies on the planet. If we can have a free trade zone with the EU, you're looking at a totally different dynamic. You're talking about creating millions of jobs in the United States, high-paying jobs in the United States and in the European Union. And the good news is that those conversations are already taking place.
Congressman, another misnomer that a lot of individuals say, you know what, international trade is for the large, big box, Fortune 500 companies. For a mom and pop store like me that owns a donut shop, it doesn't really affect me. Does it or does it not?
Actually, look, we had a symposium, the Congressional Hispanic Leadership Institute had a symposium on that. It was very effective in showing the impact to real people on
Main Street.
Main Street, international trade. And again, Southeast Florida is a great example. You would think that it's only the large companies. No, most of the ones that benefit are smaller companies, are mom and pop companies who take advantage of what is available. And again, we have trade deals with a number of different nations, free trade deals, but nothing compares to the potential of a free trade deal with the European Union.
Congressman, we have about a minute left or so. When you take a look at politics here in this country today, there are a lot, no disrespect to you, but there are a lot of Republicans and Democrats that are shouting at each other. There used to be a time when it came to international trade, when it came to foreign policy, the politics stopped at the water's edge. Do you believe that's still the case in the context of international trade? My question is, can we all work together here to make sure that the best interest of the country is
I think all of us have to take a step back and first lower the rhetoric, lower the decibels. If there were more people like Henry Cuellar, for example, in Congress, we could do that. He's a very tough guy on the issues, but he's always a gentleman. And we all have to lower the rhetoric. It's about time that we stop talking at each other and we start having more conversations with each other.
And do you believe that is something that could happen within our lifetime? And the reason why I asked that question, Congressman, it seems like this is deja vu all over again. It seems like we're always having this conversation about shouting at each other as opposed to speaking to one another.
Look, that's not new. That's been from the beginning of our republic. We've had those issues. I do think, by the way, a big part of it is a function of leadership. All of us have to now become adults. And again, it's possible, but it requires everyone to start lowering the rhetoric. And there's a time for politics and there's a time for leadership. The time for politics is over.
All right, Congressman, thank you very much for joining us.
Good
really
to see
appreciate
you,
it. And thank you for joining us for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Traynham. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.